Come. Close the door, sir. Fast. Come fast, sir. Until the doctor starts with the concept first. We're starting now. Let's start with the question that people don't get that will be there. Very important concept. What the thing you going to learn today only, next week complete. The permission is considered as the art of the Linux. The fourth part, very important. Getting my point, sir? Let's start with the Varun, sir. I would like to know what is the kernel version of my server? Kernel version of my server. Uname-R. How to know when is my server installed? Okay. How to know currently how many users are logged in? Currently how many users are logged in? Correct, right? I would like to know how many times server got rebooted from the date of installation. From date of installation, how many times server got rebooted? Last pipeline graph? Graph reboot only. I want to know how many times server got. How to know the current run level? How to know current run level or another command? -R. Yes, sir. What is the use of .bash underscore profile? What is the bash profile? .bash underscore profile. First, sir. Who is telling? Who is telling answer? I'm talking about .bash underscore profile. Don't mix load analysis. Akash. .bash underscore profile file, sir. You're answering right. What happened suddenly, sir? Till day before yesterday it was fine for you. Suddenly what happened? Huh? My question was what? Bash profile. A file is the end user. What is that function of that file? User. Repeat, correct. Yeah? Not like that. The bash profile is the first file, only file going to execute whenever user directly log in. Don't tell us a path, command and all. Bash profile is the first file going to execute whenever user directly log in. Clear statement, sir? So you're not answering anything. You, yellow color t-shirt. I'll keep this in mind. One day you are in a target. Ready. User. Bash profile and bash access. Bash profile and the bash access different.
Bash profile is
Get right, sir.
Executes directly.
Indirectly. That is theoretically. The indirectly ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Indirectly means what? Directly means what is the direct and indirect? What are the difference? Direct ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗೋದು, indirect ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗೋದು? Try the wrong or right, we leave it first try. Direct ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, indirect ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಲಾಗಿನ್?
Indirect duplicate session. Duplicate session.
Indirect means duplicate session. The direct means enter the direct. Very good. Switch user is the indirect. Direct login is the nothing but a duplicate session or new session. I told lot of them. Madam. Bash logout. In madam function. Bash logout. Not practicing, coming and sitting, no use. My words may be harsh, but my intentions are correct. Don't take me wrong, please. Morning, why are you torturing like this? Don't scold me, please. Correct?
That's logout file which loads when user logs out.
It execute whenever user logged out. You madam. Free command executing, right? Free command output is coming from which file? Free command output we executing. Free. Moda. Command output ಯಾವ file ಇಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್? What do you know? You can answer. Next question for you only. I would like to know whether the user present or not in a server. User called as a Bhupati. Bhupati, know your name? Hemant. Hemant present in the server or not? Come with me. I want to see your expression, sir. That's the thing, you went back. I'll observe your observation. Huh? Yes, madam. Hemant present. Good. Next question for you only. How to verify whether the user password set or not? Very good. How to know? Okay. When a user create, where and other change is going to happen? Don't discuss that, please. User add space Hemant if it done. LL change agutte madam. What you know you can answer. No pressure. I'm your passer today. Tell me. Where and changes will happen? You told already two. What other two? You already told two answers. No. My question is, when you create a user adds space Hemant if you do. Where and all changes will happen in the server. You already told two answers. 4 things are there. 2 you already told. etc password, but etc shadow. Another 2 is there. Tell what will happen. Tell what are the things under etc tell will get copied to super. Good. Happy about your answer. Good. How to create a group, madam? Like this only you should do for you also. Otherwise you are not going to open your mouth. She started now. Good. Creating, madam, not deleting. I want to create a group. Group add. She created a group, madam. I'll give one name for you. You confirm me whether it's a user or a group. One group called as a G Nandan. whether it is a user or a group, how are we going to verify? I'll give one name, please fast madam. 8:30 class. 8:30 class. Morning for everyone, same timing only. Morning, we should wake up. That makes the active. She created a group. I'll give a name. You should verify me whether it's a user or a group. Don't fix her, please. I don't want to create a group, madam. My question is simple. I am giving a name. You should confirm me whether it is a user or a group. I give a name for Praveen only. Whether Praveen is a user or a group, how are we going to confirm? Understand my question? How to differentiate? Which is whether it's a user or group, how are we going to confirm it? No. I give a name. How can you confirm me whether it is a user or a group? I don't know. Correct? You should tell me whether it's a user or a group. You are telling something. Then try one. If entry is present in ETC password and ETC group, it is a user. If entry present in only in ETC group, not in ETC password, then it is a group. We should keep that in mind. You should practice, madam. Nowadays, your class is very difficult. You are answering well in beginning. Very good, you are previously. You madam. How to add a user to the group? There is a user called Praveen. I want to add a group to G10. G small or capital? Okay. You answered no? And then Praveen is a user. I want to add Praveen to two groups, G10, G11. Tell me how. User mode first group add ಮಾಡುವಾಗ hyphen a ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Second group ಇಂದ hyphen a hyphen capital G. You madam. ಅದು ಇದಾನು Praveen should be part of three groups, G1, G2, G3. Okay? Whenever Praveen creates a file, automatically G1 should come in the group section of the file. I repeat my question. Praveen should be part of three groups, G1, G2, G3. Whenever Praveen creates a file, in group section of the file, G1 should come.
G1 should be a primary.
How to make?
Small minus small g. Then
You madam. How to verify user is part of how many groups? Group space? How to remove user from a group? It's a group G10. Praveen, Ajay, Santosh, Kiran is there. I want to remove Kiran from the group. Madam, user. How to remove user from a group? Deepak. I don't want to delete a user. Just user na group is a ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. You only. Deepak, what happened, sir? Go with Akash. Finish, sir. How to remove users from a group? Correct. The password. The password. The password hyphen D. Hyphen D, fake username, fake group name. Okay. User. I would like to know how to delete a user. User. Tell me. I want to. There's a two option I discussed. User del and user del life and R. ಎರಡು ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ವಿಲಂಟ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸರ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಸರ್ ಇವನೇ ಆನ್ಸರಿಂಗ್ ರೈಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯೂಸರ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಆದಿತ್ಯ can try sir user del only delete a user not its home directory. User del life not delete a user with its home directory. Yes or no? To practice. Who is the question? You made it. Last entry. How to know the currently logged in shell? How to know the currently logged in shell? Please practice. If not practicing, not going to work out. Daily 1.5 hour, 2 hours practice. Otherwise, I'm telling you, it's difficult for you. Now I'm asking daily question. So you have some at least link of Linux. Think of after completion of Linux. In other courses, you won't be getting any question. That I will tell you. That I know. Correct. You may feel torture right now. But after finishing till the class completion, I can take care. But after the course completion, what you will do? I'm not going to disturb. Right? You should do. That's the thing. Make a habit of practicing, daily. Daily 1.5 hour. No need to be work more, sir. 1.5 hour to daily some consistent effort is more than enough. Instead of sitting all at a time, one day, ella ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. That's not possible. Daily consistent. In starting running also, we'll start by walking. First we'll practice with the walking, then we'll go for run. Directly no one can become marathon runner. Correct. You require the consistent effort. If you leave that one, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. By this month end, we will be going to complete mostly. Next September 1st week onwards, you can start applying for job. No dependency on AWS and DevOps. If you have that type of mentality, you are going to fool yourself. That's under because question intro first they'll expert the Linux. You can not only I'm telling Linux profile you can apply after this month. You can apply Linux, AWS, DevOps, or any profile you go. First they're going to ask the Linux only. 70% question will be on only Linux. If you're good in Linux, we can work on anything. Correct, sir? I'm asking questions. I'm taking AWS also. I'm taking Python also. But Linux becomes the fundamental. Linux, if you're good in Linux, you can handle everything. Even if you learn good in DevOps, Python, everything without Linux, your value is 0. Because we are implementing DevOps completely on Linux server. We are implementing complete DevOps under Linux server only. First, you should know how to operate Linux server. AWS, even if I am also taking AWS, but I'm telling you, even if I give a screenshot, 2 years kit can work. Right click, left click. AWS, if you go, even if you don't have any knowledge also, I'll give screenshot. Prepare a screenshot to you. They can work. Here we work on the commands. People who don't know command, they are uneducated in Linux. They can't work anything. That have become prominent. Correct, sir? Please keep me. Well, you may feel bad about me now sometime. Anyone feeling, sir? You also I can. Madam? No, madam. Angry on me. Daily I torturing. So, clear? I am trying to help you, sir. Not this month only. After next council leader, this is the batch. This is the way I follow from the 55 batch. 55 batch is almost 6 years now. Yeah, this is the thing I am taking you. It will be helpful for you. After the Linux course, you should have self-motivated to learn yourself. At the time, no one going to tell you. No one going to tell you. You should do it. Keep that in mind, please. Yes. What's the network error? You need to wait. Yesterday you pinged me. No, why you didn't ping me? No, it happened suddenly. You're telling no, then come back, come back. We'll see. No problem. You need to wait for around 10-15 minutes. After starting only, I can come in the gap. Please. Yesterday, someone pinged ETC SSH, someone. ETC SSH. ETC SSH copying. You only. Worked. Transferred your issue to him. Virus to him. It should not work. What is this? Come back, sir. Now, we'll discuss about the permission. Permission is the core concept of the Linux. It's a completely very much important concept of the Linux. We'll do one by one. We're going to cover the basic level permission today. Understand? Please don't discuss anyone. Keep your concentration completely here. Leave Linux, no? Windows only. I want to add a content to file. ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗ Windows only. I want to add one content to one file. What are the things I should perform? Open the file, then add the content. Okay. That means first you should have the rights to open the file. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಒಂದು ಫೈಲ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ you should be able to write to permission to open a file. Then only you can add a content. Yes or no, sir? Correct? That means opening a file access. That is called read. Opening the file, that is called read. Adding a content, that is nothing but write. Hangandre, to add a content to file, you require read and write both. Without opening a file, you can't add content. How's that, sir? Correct? If you want to see, allow only the read access for the file. Hangandre, user only should be able to see the content, should not be able to add a content. That become read. Getting my point, sir? Understanding, yes or no? Open up, sir. Yes. If you want to able to only see the content in the file, that should be read. If you want to add a content to file, that means you require read also, because without opening you can't add. You should be able to open first, then you will be able to add. To add a content, to edit a file, to append a content, to delete a content, you require read and write both. Another minimum permission ಇಲ್ಲಿ read ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು ಒಂದು ಫೈಲ್ಗೆ. Whether you want to see, whether you want to add, delete, append anything, minimum required read. To add a content or delete a content, required read and write both. Yes or no, sir? Correct? That's the same thing we're going to discuss today in Linux. Same thing going to discuss in the Linux via command line. Via command line. First, let me open Notepad. What are the types of permission? Don't do anything, just observe, keep your mind here. Read value. There are 3 types of permission. Read, write, execute. Read value is 4. Write value is 2. Execute value is 1. Execute value is applicable only for directory and shell scripting. It's not applicable for file. Execute value is applicable only for directory and shell scripting. Now we'll take one by one. Here you go to root user, go to cd/tmp. Everyone should do, sir. Everyone go to cd/tmp. Everyone go to cd/tmp. Everyone done, sir? Everyone done? No. Let's create a dummy file. Cat greater than set file na. Cat greater than file name. Put some content. Yes, sir. Everyone done? Now, open the duplicate section. Log in as a normal user. Any user. Any user. Apart from root, any user you can log in. Log in as any user, sir. Correct? I log in as a Santosh. Log in as any user. Log in as Log in as any user. Ready? No. Go to cd/tmp. Go to cd/tmp. Do ls-ntr. What is the file name I created? prm.txt. List ಮಾಡಿ. ls-ntr ಮಾಡಿ sir. ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ? Observe now, please. Come back. We created as a root user. We are able to see as a Santosh user. Correct, sir? As a Santosh as user, as a other user, any normal user. I am trying to add a Praveen content. I am trying to add a Praveen content to that file. Correct? No. And what are getting? You also try. As a normal user, not as a root user. Root user ಆಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Santosh user ಆಗಿ cd/tmp ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, there you need to add a content to the same file what you created as a root user. So you are getting permission denied? Everyone, sir? Yes, sir. No, I require sound, sir.
Yes, sir.
Already cold. Everyone sleep then. Data permission denied. Now I go back to root session. Now I will discuss one by one. Please observe, please observe. Now I will go to prm.txt. This is the perm. I am getting. This I am going to take to a notepad. I am going to explain you one by one. Please keep your mind here. Don't do anything. There are three types of permission I told, sir. Read, write, but execute. Now I am going to divide. How to add a file or folder? Starting with D. It's a folder. Doesn't D in beginning? It's a file. It's a file we confirm. Now I'm going to divide this thing. This section I'm going to divide. First hyphen bit pidi. This for a file or folder. Next to 3 hyphen. This one though. Next to 3 hyphen. This is one. Next to 3 hyphen. First 3 hyphen for owner. Who creates a file? Who created a file now? Root. Root is there. Root ge permission barutta. Next 3 section is for group. Adu idu. Right now you don't have root, doesn't have any. Next 3. Others are public. Owner who creates a file. Right now you ignore group for today. Today and tomorrow. Today and Monday. Right now you know owner who creates a file. First 3 section. Next 3 section one group. Next 3 section one others. Others means apart from owner and group, rest all the user belong to others. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Correct? Who creates a file? He becomes the owner. A root created a file. He becomes the owner. Apart from root, rest all the user will belong to others now. Others having a permission of read. Correct? Right now you'll ignore group. Group will give the same as it is permission for today. We don't very much about today's group. Clear, right? Correct? Person who created a file become default owner. Who created a file? Root created a file. He become the owner. Owner gi permission siktu. Group Group right now read permission, the default permission that we don't want to very much. Others, apart from root, rest all the user, all 59,999 user. Root user create ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 60,000 user ಇರ್ಬೋದಾ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Correct sir? Apart from root, 59,999 user belong to this section. Understood my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We tried only as a Santosh user. You tried as a other user. Not only that, any user आएंगे that only permission now. For this particular file, all user belong to others. अर्थ आयता इल्वा statement? Yes sir. Now owner having a what permission here? R and W, read and write. That means 4 plus 2. So only label to very Santosh Kumar. Don't do. As a root user, I try to add a content to file. Root is the owner. You'll be able to add. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ read write ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು root ಇಂದ. Root ಬಂದು owner. Root is the owner of server itself. But we created as a root file, so I become the owner of the file also. Getting my point, sir? Santosh not able to do. Why? Because others having a what permission? Only read only. Then they are able to only cat. They are not able to add a cat. Very Santosh. Cat ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಫೈಲು ಅದೇ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಗಲ್ಲ because ಹಂಗೆ only read permission. Understanding this point? Yes or no? All clear? Any confusion here? Please. Sure, right?
Yes, sir.
Now my condition is I'm going to reconfigure the statement. Other user also should be able to add a delete, append, overwrite, anything. Content to a file. This is a condition for me. This I am going to achieve it. Other user also should be able to, not only for Santosh, any user belong to, apart from root, now belong to others only. Other user also should be able to add, delete, append a content to a file. That output is, that will see. Observe. Owner, no, don't do. Just understand, sir. Don't be naive. Okay? For owner, what's the Raman? In doubt, sir. Don't discuss with yourself, please. Please. Now, owner. Owner is able to add and see the content. Already I can read and write permission. Same permission. No, owner. Owner I can read write already. I don't want to. Owner should be have permission. That's 4. 4 plus 2. 4 bandu read or 2 bandu write. Group can read. Right now I'm going to the default only. Nothing much. Group I'm not changing anything. Others already read is there. 4. I want to give others should be able to add also. Add, delete, append, overwrite, edit, all required read and write. Adding content, deleting content, appending content, overwriting file, editing file, edit a write access on file, all meaning is read and write only. 4 plus 2. This I need to do. Correct? Now I convert. 4 plus 6, 4, 6. The command. For to change this is the command, you have to change the permission. What is the command user? Chmod is the command. Is used to change the permission of the file. Chmod is the command used to change the permission of the file. If I am going to apply, at the time others get the read and write access. So they are able to add and delete a content. Will do now. First I will do. Later I am going to do. Understand and do it. Chmod, please don't speak. In it, sir. What's the problem? What is the problem? Tell me, I'll come. If you're missing the step, I'll come there. What? Any issue? Any illa, sir? Okay, parent topic, huh? ಬೇರೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ Chmod 646 crm.text. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇವಾಗ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಏನು ಬಂತು ಇವಾಗ? ಮುಂಚೆ ರೀಡ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್? ನೋ, I'll go to Santosh Kumar. But add a content. Not only Santosh, all the others. Ajay, I'll go now. They also belong to others. Root ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಸಿವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Person who create a file become default owner. Correct? Apart from that user, owner, rest all the user belong to others. Now I'm going to add. Right? Getting my point, sir? Understanding? Yes, no. Clear? No, I want you people to do. This is the permission I'm going to. Can you try? As a root user only can change the permission. Root user, one of the file only can change the permission of the file or a folder. The permission kodi first. Other user gogi. Try to add a content to file, it will work. Everyone should do that. Everyone should do. Chmod 646 space file name kotto. Other user login agi. Try to add a content to file, it will work. Any doubt, ask me please. Last one, guys. Try to give permission, login as the other user, try to add a content to file, everything will work. Who all tried the working? Understanding madam, no? Comment is not answering. What happened? Sometimes the light. Check it and people have issue. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಯೂಸರಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನಾವು ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಫೈಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ರೂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ಪಾತ್ರ KMP now what you very creating file in your home directory home directory you need to try the same command on the existing file which is created by the root correct alva correct right answer correctly understand my point or not you created file in the home directory will be answer you have created file as a TMP in TMP we need to verify for as a different user to try to add a content to that file so you get permission Adana please here and clear in this point sure sir I repeat once again minimum permission required for file is read to add a content delete a content append a content overwrite a file edit a file you require read and write you require read and write minimum permission required for file is read to add a content delete a content append a content edit a file write a file any confusion you are not able to log in sir working right yeah we require a read and write clear sir now let's discuss about now another one point please observe now Santosh able to append a content also overwrite a file also anything he can do because he require read and write now my point is please understand please come back owner should be able to add a content to file read and write group should be able to access a file access and the bari read you should be able to only cat please concentrate here sir people who are not working not able to work now please don't ask any others right now please after the class you can ask with me because it's an important topic sir very core topic please yeah owner should be able to add a content to file that means read and write ಎರಡು ಬೇಕು group should be able to only access a file read others also should not be able to access a file condition ಅವಾಗಲೇ others ಬರೀ access ಇತ್ತು read write permission ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇವಾಗ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ now my condition is others should not be able to access a file should not be able to cat also first cat ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ತಿರ್ಗಾ read write ಕೊಟ್ವಿ cat ಆಯ್ತು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ಆಯ್ತು now others should not be able to access a file also now what the permission I need to give you people going to tell me Chmod 6 4 0 others should not be having any permission ಮುಂಚೆ read ಇತ್ತು ಬರೀ cat ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು then when you read and write it become 6 now it become 0 yes sir now I'll try then you'll better you understand better Chmod first 6 ಬಂದು owner 4 group read only that is we are not very much about group right now Monday we're going to start that one group administration 0 ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ none of the permission please observe in permission ilva ivaga completely become empty now I'll try to leave adding Adding absolutely is not work. You're not able to open also. That is the main thing. You're not able to open also, sir. Not only Santosh, Ajay also. Because we came for others. Getting my point, sir? Please try. Chmod. Need to go to that path and try. Everyone should try. Chmod 640 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Completely restricted now. Done, sir? Understand my point or not? No. What, sir? No. Please. Now let me ask a few questions on this one. 4 to 5 questions I am going to discuss. People going to answer. I want to frame the question, then we discuss about direction. Observe ಮಾಡಿ. ಏಮಂತಂದ್ರೆ owner should be able to assure the permissions everything, then you can only conclude, sir. I don't want to make you pressure. This everything is written here. Read, write, exit. You calculate and get. Owner, I'm going to ask a particular person, that person only going to answer. Next question for you. Owner should be able to add a content to file. Group should be able to edit a file. I repeat, I conclude one second statement. Access a file. Access means only read. Read also means only read. Adding content, deleting content, appending content, editing file, overwriting file, required read and write. Access means only read. Okay, that everything are written here. Now you. Owner should be able to add a content. Group should be able to edit a file. Others should be able to only access a file. I require the permission. You should tell. You madam. Owner should be able to append a content to file. Group should be able to only access a file. Correct, sir? And others should be able to access the file. Good. Manjunath. Owner should be able to add a content to file. Group should be able to edit a file. Others should not be able to access a file. You madam. Owner should be able to add a content to file. Group should be able to append a content to file. Others should be able to delete a content inside a file. Vivek. Owner should be able to. Owner should. So happy, sir, when I call your name. Simply, I told you, manager. Okay, observe now. Observe, sir. Owner should be able to add a content to file. Group and others should not be able to access the file. Right. All getting clear, sir? Correct. I conclude on statement once again. To access the file, read permission. To add a content, delete a content, append a content, overwrite a file, edit a file, write access on file, or require read and write. Correct? No. But one miscellaneous example I am going to do here. Just you observe. You don't need to do. Just you observe. What I am going to give is Chmod 604. 2 I'll give. 2 for what, sir? Right. Without opening the file, we can't add. If you want to add a content to file, first you should open a file in Windows. Linux we can do without opening. Linux echo madboudalla sir? It's not compulsory we need to do Vim. It's not compulsory we need to do with cat. You can do with echo content above greater than file name. Yes sir, but this is an invalid permission. In intro they may ask you. User able to add a content to file, but user not able to open a file. That's the thing I'm creating now, but this permission we're not going to use in production. In intro, they may ask you, so only I'm doing this. Correct? Again, don't do. You don't need to do. Just keep your mind. It's an invalid permission only. But I'm going to try you this scenario, they may ask you in intro. That's the thing. See, 8164 bari right korta idini sir. Only right is there. To add a content to file, delete a content, we require read and write. I have made it a default. Now, observe now. As a Santosh, I will not able to open because only write permission is there. But I will be able to add. I'm able to add, but I'm not able to see what I added. No use of this permission. I'm adding, but I'm not able to verify what I added. Arthak is sir. This question they may ask you, user able to add it, but not able to see. Then read permission is missing. Correct, sir? This is not going to use in production, but one of the scenarios they may ask you. I doubt. Clear? That's the point. Understanding my point? Yes or no? File permission. What is the thing we done now? Everyone clear? Correct? Same thing we'll do for directory now. Our directory one extra permission will come. Execute. Directory one execute one for extra permission will come. That is permission is called as a execute permission. Correct, sir? That I'm going to do it. Let me copy paste this everything in chat. Then I can do for directory. Take this all the permissions. See, sir. Directory will do now. Okay. As a root user, everyone go to cd/tmp. Which path you're doing, that path only should do, sir. Akash. Keep that in mind, please. Go to cd/tmp. Create your own directory mkdir dir. Create your own directory. As a root user, okay. Let's create a multiple files inside the directory. dir h bracket 8. Create directory and create a multiple files inside the directory. Aita? Yes, sir. Now I'll verify better. Your directory is existing. If you want to check inside the directory, ls-lt or on directory, it will show. Clear? Now come back here. Now go to the normal user. Ajay, Santosh, or whatever, normal user, any user. Yes, sir. Go to the normal user. CD. Go to CD slash TMP if you're not went. Go to CD slash TMP. CDP or DR already okay. A directory create madidralla. Go inside the directory. As a normal user, go inside the directory. Yes, sir. Do ls-ntr. You're able to see all the files. How's now let's try to create a new file. As a normal user, you'll get a permission denied. You'll get permission denied. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Try to create a new file. As a normal user, get permission denied. Yes or no, sir? This we need to analyze now. File gang madidvo, adhe tara directory ge now we need to analyze one by one. Clear, sir? No. I'll go back to root user now again. I'll do it. Just keep on. Observe now, please. Now I came back to root user. I will want to verify the directory PRDIR. This I'm going to take it. This I'm going to divide it. Okay. First 3 hyphen for owner. This is for group. This is for others. Right now also concentrating only on the owner and others only. Owner, what the permission is there? Read, write, execute. Group read and execute. Others read and execute. Minimum permission required for directory is read and execute. Minimum permission required for file is read. To add a content, read a content required file is read and write. Adhe tarane minimum permission required for directory is read and execute. To create and delete a file inside directory, you require read, write and execute. Correct, sir? Minimum permission required for file hangandre CD ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. On directory CD ಮಾಡುವಾಗ minimum permission required is read and execute. To create a file inside a directory, delete a file inside a directory, you require read, write, execute. Read, write and execute. Understanding my point? Yes or no? Now, others having a what? Read and execute. They are able to CD. I am able to list it out, but I am not able to create a file. Yes or no? Santosh, Ajay was not able to do. Now I want to give that permission. Other user also should be able to create and delete a file inside the directory. Other user should also be able to create and delete a file inside the directory. That permission we are going to compose. We'll do one by one. Owner. Minimum permission required. I repeat once again. Minimum permission required for directory read and execute. Minimum permission required for file is read. To create and delete a file inside the file, you require read and write. To add a content into the file. To create and delete a file inside directory, you require read, write, execute. Minimum permission required for directory is read and execute. To create and delete a file inside directory, you require read, write, and execute. Clear, sir? No. Now we'll go to compose. I want to give others also should be able to create and delete a file inside directory. So we're going to compose a permission. First, owner section. Owner section is read, write, execute, all is correct. We'll do one by minimum permission in read matte execute. 4 plus 1. We'll do one by one. 4 plus 1 is minimum, sir. 4 is for read. 1 is for execute. How's that? Plus 2. Owner is already. Group ke bari access only. Read plus 1. Others ke read plus execute. They are able to CD. Read and execute permission is there. I want to able to. They should be able to create and delete a file inside directory also. So I'll give plus 2. Correct? Now I compose a permission. Owner ಬಂದು 7 ಆಯ್ತಾ 5 7. The permission I'm going to. Yes, sir. This permission I'm going to give. Getting my point, sir? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Getting? Now I'm going to give. Later I'm going to do. Chmod 757 TERDIR. I'll try to check the permission. Banta ille. RX itto RWX. Getting my point, sir? No, don't do. Now I'll try with the Ajay user. I'm able to list it out. I'm already in the directory. Now I'll try to create a file. Working, sir. I try to delete a file. Working, sir. Getting my point? Yes? No? Understanding, sir? Minimum CD maada one file access madake read. On directory access madake read and execute compulsory. To add and delete a content inside a file, read and write. To create and delete a file inside directory, read, write and execute. Directory, what are the things you can do? Only creating file, creating subdirectory, deleting subdirectory. That's it. Understanding my point, sir? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Please try. Everyone should try, sir. Everyone should try. Everyone should try, sir. Please try. Any doubt, ask me, please. Any doubt, any confusion, please. Again, you need to listen. The better is getting into our life. I can't get it. It's busy there. Huh? What is it? When you getting this issue, service network start and it will start. Temporarily. I issue let me make our reach. अब बचेगा Give the permission, log in as a normal user, try to create a file, try to delete a file, it will work. Getting? Working, sir? Understanding, right? Word and kind difference, please. Very important. Understanding, right? Observe now. Doing. Observe now, please. Now, please understand. Come back here now. Now, other user previously was not able to create and delete a file inside directory. They had only permission 755. Correct, right? Now in ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ 757 change ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Correct, sir? Previously only read and execute. Read for 4, execute for 1. Correct, sir? Now my condition is previously they are able to only access. Now we can 757 they are able to access also, they are able to create and delete a file inside directory also. How's that, sir? No, I don't want them to access also now. What I can do? 750 1 not required. 0 they are not able to create because only read and execute was there. Now we are given read, write, execute all. They are able to CD also, they are able to create and delete also. Now I am giving 0. So other will not be able to access. To CD to a directory, you require read and execute. To create and delete a file inside a directory, you require read, write and execute. Clear, sir? Correct? ಅದೇ ತರ ಫೈಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಡ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಟು ಆಡ್ ಎ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಎ ಫೈಲ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ರೀಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಬೋತ್. One extra permission come for directory is execute. Clear the? No. I'm going to give this permission first. I'll do. Later you going to conclude with me. Chmod 750 for the directory dir. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? Now I'll go to Ajay user. I come right on that button. Now I'll try to CD. Clear my screen. CDPR DIR. You are not able to CD also. Clear? Please try this thing and come back. Then I'm going to discuss few more examples. What is it? Understand and do it, sir. Working, sir, Varun? No, still the same. Then you create a new server only. Let's see. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Done, sir? Understanding, right? Clear? All sure? Okay. Now, let's see the you madam. Owner should be able to create and delete a file inside directory. Group should be able to, I repeat my question. Owner should be able to create a file inside directory. Group should be able to delete a file inside directory. Others should not be able to access the directory. I'll show the permissions. Please compose it. Owner should be able to create a file inside directory. Group should be able to delete a file inside directory. Others should not be able to access the directory. Owner should be able to create a file inside directory. Only one chance, madam. Done. 770. Owner should be able to create a file inside directory. Create or delete a file inside directory. You should have a read, write, execute. Owner. Group should be able to delete. 7. Others should not be able to access. 0. Correct, sir? You, sir. Owner should be able to create and delete a file inside directory. Group should be able to only access the directory. Okay. Others should be able to delete a file inside directory. Only one person only, sir. I'm asking me that person only. You want me to repeat? Owner should be able to create a file inside directory. Group should be able to only access the directory. Only access the directory. Others should be able to delete a file inside directory. Don't access andre bari CD. You should not be able to create. Correct, sir? You madam. Owner, group, others. Owner, group, others. Everyone should be able to create and delete a file inside directory. Seven is the answer. Getting my point, sir? Please. Now, one thing is, we restricted the access also. Then also. Okay, this one. Now, I'll give what the permission. One miscellaneous example has been done in file, right? Adhe tara directory. I'll give what permission? 7 owners. That is 5. I'll give 1. I'll give 6. Read ಮತ್ತೆ write ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. Minimum permission required for directory is what? Read and minimum permission required for directory, sir. Read and execute. I am giving here read and write. I am giving the permission to inside the directory to create a file, but I will not be able to CD only. 756 I am giving, sir. Minimum permission required for the read and execute ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. 756 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ read ಮತ್ತೆ write ಸಿಕ್ತು, execute ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. Yes or no, sir? Getting my point, sir? Even if you are having a read and write higher privilege, write permission, even if there also, if there is no execute permission, you will not be able to CD also. Correct, right? That's the thing. Minimum permission required for directory is read and execute. If you want to create a file or delete a file inside directory, you require read, write, execute all three. Understand my point, sir? Correct? Now we'll give 756, then we'll try. 756 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. 750 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. Is same as a 756 also is almost equal to 750 only. No? Because he also not able to do. 756 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ CD ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ 6 ಇದೆ. 6 ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೂ CD ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Because minimum permission required for directory is read and execute. If you want to go inside directory, you want to CD to your directory, you require read and execute compulsorily. Try ಮಾಡಿ. 756 ಕೊಟ್ಟು. You get an understanding. Everyone understanding, right? Note, sir. Akash, you getting? Sure. Done, sir? Understood? All done? ಆಯ್ತಾ? Done, sir? Doing? Done? Ready? On? Done, sir? Observe now. Now I'll give you, yeah, please understand, you people don't need to know. I just want to show you. You already know. 755 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇವಾಗ CD ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಯ್ತು. ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 755 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೇ 75777 ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ 757 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು correct, sir? Now my point is miscellaneous example will do. 750 we discuss 756. We are given highest privilege 756. We have a, to write an example, you have a key of your cupboard, but you don't have a door lock of your room. That is 756. You have a key of your cupboard in home, but you don't have a door lock. That is the problem if there is no execute permission. Clear, sir? No. But actual permission required for CD to a directory is required only execute. I told read and execute, right? But actual permission to CD a directory is only execute. I am going to try that one now. Later you are going to do. Only execute. Correct? After going to CD, you need to see, right, what is inside. For that, read required. That I am going to try now. Please keep your point here. They may ask you question like this. User able to CD, but not able to see what inside the directory. User able to CD, not able to see what inside the directory. That I am going to give now. Let's see one by one. First I will do, observe, keep your point here. 751 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ಬಂದು ಬರೀ execute. Done. So it's a no read and write. Okay, I'll come out of the directory. I'll go out of, again I'll try to CD. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ PRDR CD ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But I'm not able to LS. That's the thing I told, read and execute is minimum. Correct, sir? You went inside the apartment. Security guard blocked you. That is the problem. Correct, sir? You are able to CD. Minimum pariksha read and execute I compose because execute you are able to CD, sir. But after going that you should be able to see, right? I'm not able to see. Correct? Now if I do Chmod 755 able to LS ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ understand my point? Yes? No? Any confusion? Clear, sir? Sir? Correct? If you want to try this option, try it please. It will be better understanding for me. 751 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. LS ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. First go to TEC/TMP. First normal is the go to TEC/TMP. Then try to CD. You get 10. You have to do. Then you do LS. You get 1. Sir, we want to give. Okay, sir. Clear, understood, sir? Now, I conclude statement once again. Minimum permission required for file is read. To create, add a content to file, delete a content to file, to append a content to a file, to edit a file, write access on file is required, read and write. Correct, sir? Even if you are having a write, you will not be able to see the content of the file. You require read and write. To add a content to file. Okay. Minimum permission required for directory is read and execute. To create and delete a file, the directory required read, write and execute. I repeat once again. To create a directory, to access the directory is read and execute. To create a file, delete a file, the directory required read, write and execute. Getting my point? Yes? No? Sure, right? Yes, sir. Observe here now. Now, every time we go coming to class TMP and checking. Please observe, sir. Every time we checking the coming to class TMP and checking the directory permission for the PRDL. Suppose if you are inside the directory, being inside directory only, I want to check my directory permission. Being inside directory only, I want to know to the current directory, sir. PWD, okay. One symbol out to know the current directory details. We use one option. LS hyphen LD LD double dot in, sir. Double dot. Use the du-sh command last week. ಅದರಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ du-ss space dot. Dot is nothing but current directory. See, it's not compulsory. You need to go one directory backward and check the directory permission. Being inside or not inside PRDR, to know the directory PRDR permission, it's not compulsory. You need to go back and check. Being inside only, I can check the current directory permission. ls-ld space dot. If you want to know the current directory permission, you can check with ls-ld space dot only. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದಾನೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಗೋ ಔಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡು. ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ಎಸ್, ನೋ? You also try ls-ld space dot. After going inside directory also we can check the current directory permission ls-ld space dot. Everyone should do so. Understanding, sir? Please. Last one, guys. Getting? Yes? No? Lot of disturbance today. No? Okay. Right? Okay. Now we can change the permission also. ಏನಿದೆ permission ಇವಾಗ 755 ಇದೆಯಾ? 755 ಇದೆ ನನ್ನ ಸರ್ವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Correct, sir? You can have different also, no problem. Okay? 755 is there. I want to change it to 757. ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಡಾಟ್ ಸರ್. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. If you change the permission being inside directory, dot. If you are outside directory, you are able to ls-ld is able to see directory name, then you need to change the directory name. Being inside directory, dot. ಆಯ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿ? ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ go one directory backward now. Now you do ls-ld prdir 757 ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲೋ? For verification, after change the permission being inside directory, come out of directory and verify from outside. If you want to change the permission being inside directory, chmod permission dot. If you want to check the permission by being outside directory, chmod permission directory name. Clear my point? Yes? No? You sir, white color shirt. Yes? No? Sure? Okay. Come back sir. Clear sir? Understood my point, right? No. I have one question. You people should help me out now. Okay. Now directory complete permission is there. Other user complete permission is there. Yes or no? Observe now, please. I require your input. I'll go back to Ajay or Santosh, anyone. Already current directory permission is there. No need to do. Just understand. Permission is there. You'll be able to create a file. You'll be able to delete a file also. Now my point. Whether Ajay, other user, will be able to add a content to H6 file or not. Understand my question, right? Other user has a complete permission. They are able to create a file, delete a file, ಎರಡು work ಆಯ್ತು. Now as other user, Ajay user, able to add a content to file H6 or not. Who are telling yes, kindly lift your hand. Who are telling no? First yes, voting. Understand? You want me to repeat the question? Other user ಇವಾಗ please understand question. Complete permission ಇದೆಯಾ? You able to create a file also, delete a file also. That we done. Yes or no? Now try to add a content to file. Okay. Adding content to file. Deleting this file will work. H6 file delete ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Adding the content to file H6 will work or not? You should confirm me. Kindly lift your. Understood? Yes or no, madam? No question. Question understood? Yeah. Who are telling yes? Kindly lift your hand. Able to add a content. Okay. Who are telling no? Kindly correct and no offhand or not. Okay. Rest all person. Down. Rest all person. What, madam? Yes or no? Yes. You, madam? Yes. Okay. Who all told no, sir? No is right. No is correct answer. How you? Yes, tell me, madam. What's the running in your mind? I want to understand. Why yes? Yes, you told I'm okay with it. At least justify what's the thing you're running in your mind. Why yes? Why yes? You're telling able to add a content to file. Read and write permission for which one? Others ಏನಿದೆ read, write, execute. ಈ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರಿಗೆ. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ? We are trying to add a content to H6 file. Correct? H6 file, right? Directory permission is valid only for creating file, deleting file. Now what we're doing? We're trying to add a content file. You're able to delete that file H6 file. I'm talking, please understand now. I'm trying to add a content to file. You have permission only on directory, sir. You have permission only on the directory. Directory permission valid for creating file, deleting file, creating directory, deleting directory. Now I'm trying to add a content to file. Adding content to file depend upon the individual file permission. Even if you have complete permission on directory, you're able to create a file, delete a file, create directory, delete directory. But add modification of the file, adding content to file, deleting content to file, appending content file depend upon the individual file permission. H6 file permission ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ Santosh Ajay user having complete right on directory. You have directory permission means you are able to create a file, delete a file. But file modification depend upon the individual file permission. Understanding my point? Yes or no? Same file na delete ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನಾನು. ಆ file content add ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. File modification depend upon the individual file permission. Directory permission is valid only for 4 operations. Creating file, deleting file, creating subdirectory, deleting subdirectory. That's a file modification. Adding content, deleting file. It does, if you have complete directory permission, doesn't mean that you have permission on the file for adding content. You have a right to delete that file, but you don't have a right to add a content to this. Understand my point? Yes or no, sir? Yes. Clear? Who all told yes? You. Who all told yes? Yes. You also lifted it. Don't cheat it. Please lift here. Okay? Got clarified now? No. It's intelligence a little bit. Anil. Mr. Vajra. Other now. Now, I'll try to add a content. Echo. Win. H6. Okay? Permission denied, sir. ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. Because depend upon deleting, creating depend upon directory permission. Content modification depend upon individual file permission. Understanding my point? Yes or no? Correct, sir? Clear? Now I want to give H5 also should be able to, Santosh should, Ajay should be able to, others should be able to add a content to this file also. Then what I need to do? File, man, I'm talking about. He is able to delete a file. Now H5 file also, I'll try to add a content. Permission denied. I'm able to delete that file, but because deleting file depend upon directory permission. Now this file also, on H5 file also, other user should be able to add a content file. What I need to do? 646 permission. Who need to give? Root user. Only root user, owner of the file only can change the permission. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ particular understood madam? Correct? Directory permission valid only for creating file, deleting file. If you have a complete directory permission, doesn't mean that you are able to add a content to all the file. Content modification depend upon the individual file permission. Creating file, deleting file, creating directory, deleting directory depend upon the directory permission. Correct? Now H5 file I am not able to add. Now who is the owner of this H5 file? Root. Howda? Correct? Root I am going to go. ಈ root ಬದಲು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಯೂಸರ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಯೂಸರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು permission. Since I created as a root, he become the default owner. If I create as a Ajay, Ajay become the owner. Correct? Now I'll go back to root now. Chmod 646 ಆ particular file ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ H5 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ H5 ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ where is my Ajay yeah ಆಯ್ತಾ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ H5 ಫೈಲ್ಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಬಂತು understand my point yes or no any confusion yes sir all clear right all clear any doubt correct if you have a directory permission you are able to create a file delete a file create a directory delete directory correct content modification that means file content adding deleting content appending updating content inserting content depend upon the individual file permission be very clear in this point one file ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಇದೇ ತರ ನನಗೆ 1000 files ಇರಬಹುದು 1000 subdirectory can be there 1000 directory can be there correct for everything other user should be able to create a file delete a file add a content to file delete a content all the directories also files also for that how to do that we'll discuss next class is you clear or not clear sir we going to discuss about recursive permission on the Monday. On Monday we are going to meet. Monday we can discuss on the recursive permission. Any doubts sir in this topic? Clear right?